Hey all, Tabs here, back today checking out something new. So we are taking a look at this Kickstarter project very early on in the development of this one. It's called Fishkeeper at the moment. Basically it's like a fish tank and aquarium simulator, but built in Unreal Engine and sort of super pretty and super detailed. I got given an early access key by Blink Click Games, who are the developers of this. There will be a link in the description to both the Steam page and the Kickstarter page if you want to check this one out more. But what we get is basically these two kind of worlds. I'm checking out this one first. So we get this kind of cool loft apartment. And in this loft apartment, I mean, first of all, this is super pretty. This was my first immediate like, ooh, yeah, I definitely want to check this out because this place looks really cool. But yeah, what we could do here, so as I said, this is prototype, this is really early on. They've kind of made sure to tell me that it's super early on in the development of this, so it may well be that we get, you know, you can assume a bunch of things are going to change basically. So we can build, we have a little store, we can place down a fish tank. Once you've placed that fish tank down, you can resize it, and you get to, you have to place it on, at the moment you have to place it on this location. You can't put it like on that table or on the floor or move some of those suspicious looking sausages things. What are they? Are they pastries? I don't know what that is. That one looks like a baguette. This one I'm a little bit unsure of. We won't ask any more questions. So I can change the corners. So give it a few different shapes. I can make it a more sort of polygon sort of thing. I can do a combination of both. And as obviously we can assume that there's going to be a bunch of new, like a bunch of further stars and stuff in the future. I can move it around a little bit if I want to, but again, as I said, it's all constrained to that table. So then we go, if we continue on the store, so we have saltwater fish and freshwater fish, and you can see some of the options that are available at the moment. There's quite a limited number of fish in general, but there's more in the saltwater range than there are in the freshwater range. So we'll get to this in a second, but yeah, we can buy these guys and put them in the tank, and we can go inside and have a look at it and stuff. And there's some pretty cool features that go alongside that. We have like a little Aquapedia thing. So kind of a bit of information about the particular fish. So I'm presuming, I don't know how much of this is in the game at the moment, but in order to make sure you care for the fish, oh, it looks like it's actually only kind of fixed on a few. You'd assume that you have to get the temperature right, and I'm not sure what that is. Is that the pH value, maybe? Yeah, that's the acidity of the water. And then they've got the volume of water, all that sort of thing. So assuming that's all kind of going to be useful information. I don't think any of this other stuff is clickable. As I said, this is very much a prototype, but I thought, yeah, from what I've seen, I'm really impressed and was really keen to check it out. I believe by default the water is fresh, it's salt, but you can switch it from freshwater to saltwater by purchasing either one of those two things there. But let's jump in. So there's some pretty cool features in this. So the controls are a little bit janky. Like I feel like the scrolling is a bit slow, but I can actually go inside the tank if I want to. There's a couple of different ways you can go inside the tank. You can put stuff down inside, obviously, as you'd expect. This is basically the core of the game, is that I can decorate the tank as much as I like, and you can resize things as well, which is pretty cool. So loads of features in at the moment, but you can quite quickly get to a place where you've got some quite nice stuff going. So I just put in, what's that one? That's a filter. That one is a heater. That one is a thermometer. And we have to put a lid on, for example. I think there's a couple of different choices of lids. Modern cover, basic cover. We don't want to skimp, we want to go modern. And that obviously conforms to the shape. We have, what's this do? A bubble maker, I think. Perfect using of smaller aquariums up to 120 litres ensures proper water movement. Yeah, so this keeps the water moving, which I think is a important thing for like aeration and that sort of stuff. And we can, once we've put anything down, pick it up and move it. I think I can spin it round. Yeah, I can. So mouse wheel spins it round. So we'll just kind of plop some of these things down. This I think at the moment is like aggregate for the bottom. It looks like it's just a sort of flat texture at the moment, but again you can sort of assume that this is gonna move on. The really cool bit is the actual kind of decoration stuff. So this is where it starts to get to a bit more creative and a bit more of a a nice thing to play with, and that sort of excited me. So there's a range of freshwater foliage and rocks and things and corals and stuff, and saltwater. So if I try and put in I believe if I try and put something in, it's by default it's fresh, so we're going to change it to salt. So I just clicked on the salt there. So we'll decorate this out a little bit and we'll see what we can get to. Right, so let's get some fish going. I think that's probably about as good as I'm going to be able to do for now. As I said, just taking a kind of initial look at this. You can put sort of panels up on the walls. You see like decals and stuff. But yeah, let's get some fishes in. So we are looking at the saltwater guys. So I'm guessing we just kind of spam these in. Like, why wouldn't you? There's nothing at the moment. Again, as I said, there's no like restrictions to kind of what you can put in. There's no, I don't believe there'll be anything like them dying or anything like that. We don't have to kind of worry about their care and that sort of thing. They do look like, I think, let's just test this a second. So if I put two of the same ones in, let's just check. I think it's slightly randomizing the size of them, isn't it? But yeah, let's get a bunch of these in, and then we can look at the really, really cool thing that makes this super cool is that we can actually go in. If I press this button, go into like a little submarine. Check this out. How cool is this? And this is why I didn't block all that outside world out, because it actually looks really cool viewing it, swimming around with the fishes at this view. Now I can this is all pretty basic. You can customize this little submarine, but one of the cool things, and I think the point of this, besides I think being an option for cameras and stuff, is that you can see how that's dirty. I can like clean it up. So there are what appear to be options for sort of customizing the camera and things that go on this little submarine. Obviously there's no collision with the fish at the moment. It's just, oh no, fish. So yeah, I thought I'd just take a little look at this, guys. Obviously really early on, as I said, it's a Kickstarter campaign, so feel free to, if it's something that's interested you, yeah, the best case scenario is go in and look at the Kickstarter page, but yeah, going onto the Steam page and wish listing and that sort of thing is also all good for these sorts of people. Anyway, yeah, so my name is Toves. We'll definitely be keeping an eye on this, and I shall catch you guys on the next one.